Gizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money, chasing that moolah, getting to that guap, stacking that paper, that cheese, that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's. At all times, it is what it is. Big salute to all my day one investors. Everybody that's highly invested in the channel understands that we are growing this thing organically. Constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, man. Well over 30,000 subscribers here at Grown Man Business TV. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Even bigger salute to all my newcomers. Everybody that's making their way to the channel. Everybody that's making their way to the realest on YouTube. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, but we carved out a lane for the real, and I'm the only one in this lane, my G. Yes, I'm the only one in this lane. There is nobody. There's no competition. You already know where you at, Grown Man Business TV. Now wipe your feet off before you walk into this big house. Wipe your feet off. Hit the like button, the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing each and every time I go live, my G. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, I'm going to give you that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles, homie. We not stepping on it. We not playing with it. There's no baking soda fitting all the quinine that we are putting on this pure dope. So big salute to the chat. Lisa, I see you in here. Big wrenches. Oh, yeah, we tapped in. Beautiful Saturday. And while everybody is talking about Big Meech, which we going to double back tonight. We going to double back tonight, and we going to have a good time with Big Meech, and we going to run these numbers up. But while everybody is talking about BMF, 50 Cent, we're going to talk about mass deportation. We're going to talk about FBA business, foundational Black Americans, foundational Black authority. Yeah, I like that authority part as well. We're going to talk about what's really going on in this country, and we're going to give some game, and we're going to rub shoulders because it's a beautiful day and age. What a time to be alive, my G. What a time to be alive. So listen, man, you see the thumbnail, right? You know what I mean? You see the title. Katt Williams goes at one of his Mexican fans. And I mean, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. Always deeper than rap. You know, that ain't even scratching the surface, but we gonna use this situation between Katt Williams and one of these Mexican fans to really get deep into this situation. And we gonna talk about this. This is foundational Black American business. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, y'all gonna respect this business. Y'all gonna respect the lineage. Y'all gonna respect our culture, our history. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. So you already know. Hold on real quick. You already know how we do here. You know, let me do some customization to this live chat. You know what I mean? Let me fix a few things. Now, I want y'all to look. I want y'all to look right there at the bottom of the live chat. Something's going to pop up for you. I want you to put an eye on it. You know what I mean? And I want you to understand that this is how it has to be over here at Grown Man Business TV. It has to, booyah, there it is. There it is. Now, you need to hit the subscribe button. You know, if you want to go into the chat, if you want to go into the comment section, if you want to use your Twitter fingers, you want to do a lot of typing and a lot of talking and a lot of tweeting and a lot of commenting and all that, you need to pay dues, pay homage. Subscribe to the channel, like this, but you're going to have to subscribe to this. You can't talk to me for free. We done reached a certain level that when we get to giving up this game, when it's pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, the higher ups and the elites flood the algorithm with trolls. They flood the algorithm with distractions. So the last thing I'm gonna let you do is try to muffle the message. Is try to distract the people. You know, you're gonna have to hit the subscribe button. So yeah, you ain't gonna be able to use your Twitter fingers over here if you ain't hit the subscribe button. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Now, you know, we tapped in. Big salute to the chat. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. We about to show these people that we gonna run these numbers up regardless. Regardless. Listen, man. Salute to everybody that's doing what they do. Salute to everybody that's doing content and getting their numbers. But if you got to do 45 videos about Big Meech, that's just letting me know the numbers ain't numbering and the downloads ain't downloading. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, Katt Williams, you know, foundational Black American comedian, doing his thing on our land, touring the country, making his money, handling his business. And he got out there to Arizona. And in Arizona, you got to understand something. It's very racist. Very racist. The whole West Coast, the whole Mexican community is racist towards foundational Black Americans. But out there in Arizona and certain other areas, I mean, it's at a high level. It's at a high frequency, right? So to see a Black man on stage talking his talk and walking his walk, it drive a lot of those people crazy. And one fan jumped out of pocket and tried to get slick with Katt Williams. And we all know how Katt Williams gives it up. We all know how Katt Williams does his thing, how he talk his talk. He's like Eddie Griffin. He not going to let you ride on that. He not going to let you sit on that. He going to address it. And I want to give a big salute to Katt Williams for telling the truth, homie, for standing on foundational Black American business. Oh, we come in all different shades, all different shapes and sizes, all different shades of melanin. Oh, yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. We come in all different shades of melanin. So don't ever get confused when I'm talking about my light-skinned brothers, when I'm talking about my Nino Browns and my G Moneys and all that. Sit your $5 ass down before we make change. Because that's exactly what Katt Williams did to that Mexican fan out there. He set his $5 ass down before we make change. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. And I haven't heard anybody really elaborate on this story. I'm not hearing too many people giving that pure game to what's going on American soil right now. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. And foundational Black Americans, we are being attacked from every angle. Multiple different angles. We got the neo-Nazis out there in Ohio. We got the Mexicans. We got the Latinos. We got the Jamaicans. We got the Haitians. We got white people attacking FBA culture from all different angles. And guess what? I want to let y'all know something. You talking to a war general. I'm a war general when it comes to this culture. And what I'm here to tell y'all is we are resilient, foundational Black Americans. We are resilient on the highest level. It's nothing they could do. There is no angle they could take that's going to knock us off our pivot. That's going to knock us off our foundation. It's nothing they could do. And one thing for sure, two things for certain, it drive them crazy when it's nothing that they can do to stop us. I mean, it's going to get deep. We're going to talk about a lot in this live chat. We're going to talk about a lot. I want you to understand that the mink will inherit the earth. In America belongs to foundational Black Americans. This land is ours. And regardless on how they try to stop it, regardless on what they try to do, you are watching the earth be handed to the meek. It is literally being handed back to us. All right? So big salute to the chat. You know, we gonna talk today. Make sure y'all hit that like button when y'all come in here. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button when y'all come in here. We not playing with them. We not playing with them. We gonna have fun with Big Meech, but I really need the higher ups and the elites to know that I'm not distracted. That ain't a big enough story, homie. Who cares? Big Meech is a rat. How many times y'all gonna try to flip? How many times y'all gonna flip the title? How many times y'all, come on, man. Stand on business, get down or lay down. And foundational Black Americans, we gonna make you lay down. All right? What we care about Big Meech when we got war going on in Ohio, when we got strong Black foundational, man, come on, man. We got foundational Black American men in Ohio protecting the community, and we ain't shining a light on that. Oh, we gonna get into this. Big salute to the chat, man. Let's lock in. Let's all the way lock in. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be.
That's why I always ask all my Mexican friends, what do you think of this idea? Since y'all like it over here a lot.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hold on now. Hold on now. We already see what's going on. Come on, man. I ain't listen, man. I can't tell you that the frequencies ain't high. I can't tell you that they ain't plotting, they ain't scheming, watching. I ain't had a problem. Come on, man. What's going on with it? Come on. I ain't had a problem with the internet all day. I come to give you this game. I come to give you this game and they step on it. Well, I'm gonna go even higher. I'm gonna take it to another level. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, the higher ups and the elites don't understand that my mental Rolodex is on a whole nother level. So let's break down this Katt Williams video. Once it pulls back up, we'll get into it. Katt Williams walked around the stage and he said, I want to talk to my Mexican friends and I got an idea for y'all. And what he told the Mexicans was, why don't you Mexicans take New Mexico? Why don't you Mexicans take the Mexican country that you already own and build it up? Build it all the way up to American standards. Build it all the way up. The same way foundational Black Americans built up America, why can't y'all build Mexico? Very simple question. Very simple suggestion. And I think it's an amazing solution. Instead of running across the border, instead of fleeing from your land, instead of, trying not to put the work in Mexico. You know what I mean? Think about it. You a Mexican and you got a land called Mexico, but you, instead of building up your land, instead of fighting for your country, right? You run into America. And one of the fans got so upset, he said that Arizona is Mexico. And I really want this to come. I don't know what's going on, right? Something's going on. But he said Arizona is Mexico, right? And he said, this is our land. And Katt Williams had to stop him in his tracks. Arizona is no longer Mexico. I don't know what it was back in the Olmec days and all that. But Arizona is America, homie. California is America. Now, if it was stolen land, all this land is stolen. But you on American soil, and you're going to respect America, and we're going to talk about that. But why not build up your own land? That's my message to Mexican people. I'm going to stand and I'm going to ride on the words that Katt Williams said. You understand what I'm saying? You got to know something. If y'all work so hard, right? If y'all are such hard workers, y'all do all the work, why isn't Mexico at the same standards of America? See, it's easy to come into a country that already been built up by foundational Black Americans. It's easy to come over here and look like you doing some hard work when the hard work already been done. Listen, respectfully, it's easy for y'all to come over here and cut the grass when we done already built the communities, when we done already built the White House, when we done already cultivated the land. It's easy to come over here and act like you doing some work when we done already did the hard work. The real question is, why can't y'all build up Mexico the same way we built up America? Because we are the real hard workers. Y'all are perpetrators. It's easy to flood a country that already been built up, homie. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. And somebody got to say this. Somebody got to stand on that business. Why not send all the illegal immigrants to New Mexico? You ever been to New Mexico? Oh, it's desolate out there. It's a lot of open land in New Mexico. It's a lot of rural areas in New Mexico. So you mean to tell me, right? You got a country named Mexico. You got a state in America named New Mexico. And y'all ain't built that up yet? Nah, man. Nah, you not gonna get that past real foundational black Americans. You not gonna get that past real men. You might get the women to believe it. You might get the suckers to believe it. You might get the simps to believe it. But when you talking to a real man, a grown man, a heterosexual foundational black American, the head of my household, I'm going to ask you a simple question. Why haven't y'all built up New Mexico? Why haven't y'all built up Mexico? It's a hellhole over there in Mexico. Because y'all ain't willing to do the real work. Y'all not hard workers. Y'all desperate workers. It's a difference. Y'all not hard workers. Y'all desperate. And when you desperate, you'll do anything. When you desperate, you'll work for $5 an hour. Y'all not hard workers. Y'all desperate workers. Now, we going to move forward with this because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the connection. I don't know how they are, but we going to go a little further with this. Let's talk about this. Let me see something real quick. Big salute to the chat. Oh yeah, it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. Because I'm gonna tell Mexicans what the real work is. The real work that y'all are afraid to put in. Because before you can build on Mexican soil, you gotta do something. You gotta shed blood on the Mexican soil. Before you be able to build the Mexican community, the Mexican country, in whatever Mexican area that y'all got, it's something that y'all don't want to do. And I'm going to tell y'all exactly what it is. I don't know what's going on with this, man. And I'm feeling a way about it. They playing with me. Yeah, the higher ups and the elites is playing with me. They not trying to let, y'all don't want me to put this out there for the people? This is crazy. What you think y'all need to do? Let's talk about it. What y'all are afraid to do in Mexico is go up against the Mexican mafia. See, one thing for sure, two things for certain, right? We wasn't slaves over here. We were POWs. That means prisoners of war. That means we went to war with the first illegal immigrants to ever step foot on American soil. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the first illegal immigrants to ever step foot on American soil. Right? But the Mexican mafia got y'all scared in Mexico. The Mexican mafia is really waging war on Mexican people. It's Mexican on Mexican violence out there in Mexico. And see, what y'all don't want to do is y'all don't want to go to war. Y'all so busy talking about foundational black Americans and what we should be doing and if we deserve reparations or not, that y'all ain't even dealt with the Mexican mafia, the Mexican cartel. See? If y'all went and dealt with that, right? Then what y'all would be able to do after y'all defeat the Mexican mafia and defeat the Mexican cartel, then y'all would be able to stand on grown man business and start building on your own land. But instead, you want to run to America. You want to be up under the colonizer. You think you a part of the colonizer. You think they rock with you. So my message, because again, they not letting me play this video. Let's move on to another video. My message to the Mexican people is, until y'all are real men, until y'all stand on business, don't never talk about foundational black Americans. Don't ever have a say-so on what we do on American soil. Yeah, Katt Williams said what he said. I'm just going to ride with it. And I'm going to add some more dope to the pot. Pure dope. I'm going to add it to the pot. Appreciate that 9-piece nugget. Appreciate that. We're going to dip that into some Chick-fil-A sauce and some barbecue sauce and all that. But we're going to get this message out first before we do that. So I appreciate that super chat. Y'all don't want war. Y'all pussyfooting. Y'all softer than Dollar Tree cotton. And what y'all thought y'all was gonna do is come to America, get up under the colonizer, and shun black people and disrespect foundational black Americans. And y'all thought y'all was gonna get away with that. And I'm here to tell you, nah, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. Now y'all, it's mass deportation happening. And we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But before I move to this next angle, y'all don't want to stand on business. Y'all are not hard workers. That is a lie. That is a false narrative. Because if y'all was as hard as workers as black Americans, foundational black Americans, y'all would have already built up Mexico. Mexico is a shithole. Mexico is a hellhole. Nobody wants to live in Mexico. New Mexico. Y'all got a state called New Mexico. You ever went through New Mexico? You ever seen New Mexico? It's a shithole. It's a lot of land out there. You got to cultivate the land. You got to become a Mexican farmer. The same way we was Negro farmers. You got to become a Mexican farmer. But y'all don't want to do the work. Y'all want to ride the coattails of foundational black Americans and then try to take the credit like y'all did something. Building those cheap-ass houses ain't hard work, homie. You understand that? Renovating the house, that ain't hard work. Who built the White House? Who built the infrastructure of this very country that you come and you live in and you take advantage of? Foundational black Americans. And you gonna respect this. You gonna stand on business or your ass going back to Mexico. Now, I'm gonna try to play some of these videos, man. It's a lot going on, and I want to make I want to make more of a point on what this game is right here, because you had Latinos for Trump, you had Mexicans for Trump, you had Asians for Trump. Big salute to that 10-piece nugget. Appreciate that. Potential grounds, I appreciate that. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, Arabs for Trump. You understand what I'm saying? We done had, and you got to know something, right? This is why foundational black Americans, we have nothing to do about the mass deportation. We have nothing to say about the mass deportation, because just like that Mexican in that crowd with Katt Williams, all these other cultures thought that MAGA and Trump was against black people. See, all these different cultures thought that they was friends of the colonizer, and everybody got an underlying disdain for foundational black Americans. And now these same races, these same people are now crying because of mass deportation. Your racism, your hate is what put you in the position that you in. Not understanding none of this has anything to do with foundational black Americans. And if you want war, we showed you out in Ohio, we'll take you to war. So let's see if I can get this to play, man. Big salute to the chat. Let's watch this.
President Trump, we love you. We will support you all the way to the end. Thank you for everything you've been doing. We have a message for you, President Trump, from all the way down from the RGV 956. Latinos for Trump here representing. We've been with you since 2016. Co-founded Latinos for Trump. We pray for you, and it's time to what? Finish the wall! 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 Trump 20.
Now, this is what you got to understand, right? The majority of these people have green cards. The majority of these people saying, finish the wall, Donald Trump, X, Y, and Z. They understand and they thought and they believe that Trump was for Mexicans and 4 Latinos and 4 all these other countries, and they didn't have something for black people. This is what everybody's missing. This is where it get confusing for a lot of people, and that's why I'm giving you that pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles. Y'all thought that Trump was against foundational black Americans, not understanding that MAGA had an eye for everybody else. Oh yeah, we gonna fall in the pot. But we already know how the pot gets stirred up. We've been on American soil for so long, we already know how the game is played. Y'all thought y'all had a friend in white people. Y'all thought y'all had a friend in Donald Trump, not understanding it has everything to do with y'all and nothing to do with us. Let me give you an example of this. Big salute to the chat. Don't let this go over your head and under your bridge, right? Do y'all remember a few months ago when, you had black women telling black men, we not gonna help y'all. They just passed a law for the police to be able to shoot black men down in the street, and y'all voted for Trump, and don't call us when they start shooting y'all in the street. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember when they was talking about the police having the right to shoot black men down in the street? And see, what you got to understand is y'all really believe that. Y'all thought that has something to do with black people. But this is what I ask y'all. Why would they have to pass a law to shoot black men down in the street when they've been doing it for years now? They never had to pass a law to shoot black men down in the street. Why would they have to do it now? Because that law wasn't for black men, homie. It was for you immigrants. It was for Mexicans. It was for all the illegal immigrants making their way into American soil. They passed that law so that when they get real, they can start smoking y'all. When ICE come into your city and ICE come to deportation and come to deport your ass and you resist, they can start smoking your boots legally. But again, all of these races, most of these people, they want to be white. Latinos, they want to be white. Mexicans, they want to be white. Ukrainians, all of these illegal immigrants want to be white. So y'all thought that has something to do with black men. Oh, why are you voting for Trump? Trump just passed a law and they can shoot. No, they did that so when martial law is implemented in your city, martial law, when ISIS is dispatched on your city to come get the illegal immigrants, man, women, and child. Oh, they don't care, homie. They come into schools, they come into church, they come into your jobs. And if you resist, they will smoke your boots legally. Foundational black Americans that fall into my voice, understand something. This has nothing to do with us. And when and if they wanted to have something to do with us, we got to handle it like the dudes out there in Ohio. We gonna stand on business if y'all approach us, but we not helping nobody. Nobody. The laws that was passed was not for us, but y'all are so racist. Oh yeah, Mexicans, when they go get jobs, they sign Caucasian. Latinos, when they go to get jobs, they put Caucasian. Ukrainians, all of these people, when they go to get a job and they fill out an application, they mark Caucasian, white males. So y'all thought listen, look at this, look at this right here, look.
2024, man, we have to protect this country. Amen.
President Trump, we love you. We will support you all the way to the end. Thank you for everything you've been doing. We have a message for you, President Trump, from all the way down from the RGV 956. Latinos for Trump here representing. We've been with you since 2016. Co-founded Latinos for Trump. We pray for you, and it's time to what? Finish the wall! 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 Finish the wall!
Wee! These Mexican people thought they had a friend in Trump. They thought they was a part of the Mexican culture, the American soil. And I'm gonna say this, and I gotta be honest with my Mexican compadres, because this is only grown man business talking. This is nothing more, nothing less. Real Mexican men hear what I'm saying and they respect it. Real white men hear what I'm saying and they respect it. Trust me, they reach out to me all the time. If y'all took that same energy right here, this energy right here, and y'all applied it to the Mexican country, y'all could have a metropolis. Y'all could have a country that nobody could control. Y'all could do what y'all want. Y'all wouldn't have to worry about being deported. Instead, y'all are running to the colonizer. Y'all are running to a land you had nothing to do with building. And wonder why. Mexicans for Trump, Latinos for Trump, Asians for Trump, Arabs for Trump. Every culture overly voted for Donald Trump are now facing mass deportation. Y'all crying all over TikTok. Big salute to the chat, man. Hit that like button, man. I need 100 likes in here. Easy. I need 100 likes in here. Something easy, man. Big salute to the chat. Let's look around, man. It's time to stand on business. All the way. All the way. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Now, those same Mexican and Latinos for Trump, this is what they doing. Big salute to the chat. Here we are. Look at the reality. They playing with me, man. They playing. What's going on? What is going on, B? Those same voters, those same Latinos and Mexicans for Trump are now rioting in the streets. They're now protesting, shutting down highways and all that. Fighting for a place on American soil. And again, asking for the help of foundational Black Americans, asking for the assistance, trying to paint a false narrative like, yo, Blacks, y'all gonna be next. Listen, we've been on American soil for so long. It's nothing they could do to us they haven't already done. It's your turn now. It's your turn. And we're gonna talk because, I don't want Caucasian people to get it misconstrued. We're gonna talk about y'all. Y'all are we're gonna put some game out there when it come to my Caucasian counterparts. That dog fur. That sheep, Labrador, golden retriever dog fur. We're gonna talk about y'all. But right now, I want to talk to the Mexicans. I want to talk to the Latino. I want to talk to the illegal immigrants in America. It's a lot of you that thought, y'all believe that this has something to do with foundational Black Americans. And they not trying to let me show these videos for some reason. So I'm going to just give you the message. It had nothing to do with us and everything to do with y'all. Everything. And now you are reaping what you sow. You have sold racism. You have sold prejudiceness into this culture, into your culture. My Bob Different, appreciate that 20-piece nugget. You know what I'm saying? Highly appreciate that. What you got to understand is midday Saturday. They not even paying attention because they thinking, oh, we talking about Big Meech. We talking about 50 Cent. We talking about Lil Meech. We talking about BMF. Nah. I told y'all, you got to slip the message in when they least expect it. Because if they expect it, then they muffle it and they shadow ban it and they play with the numbers. And we not going to let them play with the numbers over here. Man, I'm mad that, I don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm a log out and I'm a log back in. How about that? How about that? How about we do that? Big salute to the chat. The prejudiceness, the hate, the underlying disdain for foundational black Americans is what got y'all in the position that y'all in. Oh, that was a whole thing in the black culture when they told us, don't call us, don't ask for help. When they start, deleting black men in the middle of the street, that ain't had nothing to do with us, and it had everything to do with y'all. ISIS. They dispatching ISIS in your city, in your neighborhood. They locking your children up. They locking your women up. They locking your husband. You think we don't know what that means? You think we ain't go through that? Let me get this back on, because I gotta be able to show these videos. All the crying, all the outrage, all the outpour. But I'm gonna give y'all some game. Go back to your country and put that same energy and effort into the Mexican country. Go back to the Mexican country, or stay in America and move to New Mexico and build that up to a metropolis. Show us that y'all hard workers. Show us that y'all really can do it. Don't come and ride off the backs of foundational black Americans and then try to outwork us or act like y'all doing more than us. Nah, homie, it's easy to clean the house when it's already built. It's easy. It's easy to come into a country we shed blood on. We built from the ground up and stake claim in it. It's easy to do that. Big salute to the chat, man. Big salute to the chat. 550 people in here. And we ain't talking about Big Meech. Not yet. We gonna have some fun tonight, though. It's Saturday night. We gonna have a good time. But right now, the message will be televised. The revolution will be televised. Oh, yeah. No games, no bars held, homie. No games and no bars will be held when it comes to this foundational black American culture. We not playing with this. Let's talk. Let me show y'all something. Yeah, here we go. I don't know what was going on with this, but I want to show y'all these same Mexicans, right? I want to show y'all these same Mexicans that was screaming Latino for Trump, Mexicano for Trump, MAGA. Big salute to the chat. Woo-wee! It's getting intense out there. It's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. Now I want to say something, right? I want to talk about treason on American soil. That's what I want to talk about. I'm gonna make a beeline, and I'm gonna make a left turn, right? And we're gonna talk about treason on American soil. If y'all took that same energy and went back to Mexico and built up Mexico, if y'all took that same energy and went to Puerto Rico and built up Puerto Rico, y'all would have y'all own country. Y'all would have y'all own land. Y'all would have something that y'all really could claim and say that is yours. But let me tell you something. It's hard to build a country up the way foundational black Americans have built up America. That shit ain't easy. That ain't an overnight feat, homie. That's gonna take a couple of generations to do. Is y'all willing to die for it? Is y'all willing to lay down your life to build up your country the way my ancestors laid down their life to build up America. Is y'all willing to do that? No. Y'all ain't willing to do that. So cut it out with all the we work harder than, cut it out with all that. Miss me with the BS. It's not something you're gonna be able to do overnight. That means all the grown men is gonna have to lay their life down. Your children, they're gonna have to lay their life down. And maybe your grandchildren will be able to reap the benefits of what you sacrifice for the Mexican country or the Puerto Rican country or the Ukrainian country. Haitians. This ain't nothing. No, I'm talking about Haitians too. If all the Haitians went back to Haiti and put their time and energy into Haiti, Haiti would be a beautiful place. If all the Jamaicans, Bumba Clot, Ross Clot, DJ Wackademics, Busta Rhymes, if y'all went back to Jamaica and put y'all time and y'all energy into Jamaica, Jamaica would be an amazing place to live. Instead, y'all run to America and y'all let England take over that. Y'all let the English, you know, the Queen of England and all that, y'all let them tax y'all for trillions of dollars. And then y'all come to America and talk about what foundational black Americans deserve and what we don't. Y'all come to America, to our land, and talk about if we deserve reparations or not. But y'all can't even get Jamaica under control. Y'all can't even get Jamaica out the hands of England. When the Queen of England died, I watched a lot of y'all Jamaicans cry. And y'all talking about foundational black Americans, X, Y, and Z. Is you crazy? So 1 minute, this is what we looking at. Big salute. So 1 minute, this is what we looking at.
We love you. We will support you all the way to the end. Thank you for everything you've been doing. We have a message for you, President Trump, from all the way down from the RGV 956. Latinos for Trump here representing. We've been with you since 2016. Co-founded Latinos for Trump. We pray for you, and it's time to what? Finish it.
So we done went from finish the wall, right? We done went from finish the wall to this. Hold on, let's look at this. We done went from finish the wall. My own, but like, hold on. We done went from finish the wall. Where is it at? What is going on here? They playing with me, man. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a bit. I can't say the last time I seen them playing with me in this manner, right? Y'all want to finish the wall, but y'all don't want to build up the community in Mexico. Y'all don't went from finish the wall to this.
If you share it correctly.
Yeah, get deep. Let me give y'all some game on this, right? Let's really break this thing down. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why. Right? Now let's talk about treason on American soil. But before we move forward, I want to say this, man. Soon it's going to be illegal for y'all to fly your country's flag on American soil. I always got disgusted when I would see Puerto Ricans, all these different people, Haitians, whoever, right? Living in America, Africans living in America, waving an African flag. Living in America, but you waving a Mexican flag. Living in America, but you waving a Puerto Rican flag. Treason, homie. That's treason. These are traitors, homie. These are people that want the benefits of what foundational black Americans have killed and died for. They want the benefits, but they don't stand for American culture. They don't respect American culture. They don't respect black culture. They only want leeches. They come here to leech off of what we have built and send the money back to their country. You ever talk to a Mexican? You ever talk to a Puerto Rican, an African, and they tell you, yeah, I'm over here, I'm over here to work, and I send the money, the American money, back to my country. Yo, I'm over here to work, and I send the money back to Mexico. Yo, I'm over here making American money, and I send it over there back to Africa. Why not just go to Africa and work there? Why not just go to Mexico and work there? Why come to America, fly your Mexican flag, make American money, and send it back to your Mexican country? Why do that? You ever seen an American go to Mexico and say, I'm going to send these pesos back to America? You know what I mean? You ever see the American go to Haiti and say, I'm a Western Union this money back to America to help my family? That ain't how it would work, man. It don't work like that. Okay? Now, I wanna play something, man, where, I wanna just show one of the big salute to the chat. Let's look at this. Let's look at this. I want to show y'all what y'all should be doing. All right? I want to give y'all a demonstration of what Mexicans should be doing on Mexican soil, of what Haitians should be doing in Haitian soil, or Puerto Ricans, what y'all should be doing in Puerto Rico. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Big salute to the chat.
Dealers are calling all men more. 124 points.
I'm now well into the 800s.
When I started, my scores.
Staking out, and it's pretty jarring to see. It's all because of that protest last Friday by neo-Nazis that you see right here. When we went to Lincoln Heights today, we noticed tents and a car parked on a corner as you enter Lincoln Heights off Vision Way, where that rally took place. We saw two men armed with shotguns, and these people are now guarding the community, dubbed the Lincoln Heights Protectors by religious leaders and neighbors. Now, this video from Sunday shows them out in force with several people armed as an Evendale officer drove past the crowd. Local business owner Eric Ruffin was in the middle of the chaos Friday as armed members of the neo-Nazi group approached his truck, hurling racial slurs. He says he's grateful for the protectors.
I thank God for them. I am grateful that they are out there doing that. I wish I could disagree with it. I wish I could say it's irresponsible. I wish I could say it's not a good look for our community. I stopped this morning and gave them coffee and a hug because
Let me tell you something, right? Because I'm gonna address this right here, but I want to address the chat. You got to know something, right? I'm not saying that Puerto Ricans not our brothers, or we are not all somehow connected in some way. But ask a Puerto Rican, is he a blackie? I'm not a negro. I no negro. I not negra. I no negra. Ask a African if he black. Oh no, black. I from Ghana. I African. I African, man. I from Ghana. South Johannesburg and all that. Was Vikings? That's false. Was no fucking Vikings over here, homie. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't let these people try to rewrite history. Y'all came, and don't worry. Don't you worry. Don't you ever worry about it. I'm about to get to y'all. I'm about to talk about the Neanderthals. I'm about to talk about the Vikings. I'm about to give y'all some pure game on this, but I wanted to talk to the Latino community. I wanted to talk to the Mexicans, the Haitians, the Jamaicans, the Puerto Ricans. Because one thing for sure, two things for certain, the one thing y'all all got in common is y'all have a country to go to. Y'all have a country to go to, homie. It's diabolical and it's disgusting at the fact that you are a Puerto Rican with a country called Puerto Rico and you don't want to be over there building up your country. You a Mexican. You got Mexico. You don't want to be in Mexico building up your country. You a Haitian. You got somewhere called Haiti. You don't want to be over there building up and developing your own country. You are a Jamaican. You got a place called Jamaica. All the men, imagine all the real Jamaican men going to Jamaica, getting rid of the corruption and getting rid of all the gangs, going to war for Jamaican culture, and then rebuilding Jamaica. I'm talking buildings. I'm talking skyscrapers. I'm talking cement. I'm talking, yeah. I salute that. I would suggest that y'all do that instead of getting on a damn banana boat and then fleeing from your country and coming over here to America and then still trying to talk about Jamaica. You got on a banana boat, you came all the way here from Puerto Rico, and then you want to put a Puerto Rican flag in the back of your window and you want us to know that you Puerto Rican or something. You done walked 10,000 miles from Mexico and came across the border illegally, but you think that Mexican people, come on, son. And then when I say something about it, it triggers you. But that's why I talk about it. That's why I speak on it. This is what I would suggest all of y'all do. This right here. Take notes.
Heights protectors is what people in the village are calling armed men who are staking out, and it's pretty jarring to see. It's all because of that protest last Friday by neo-Nazis that you see right here. When we went to Lincoln Heights today, we noticed tents and a car parked on a corner as you enter Lincoln Heights off Vision Way, where that rally took place. We saw two men armed with shotguns, and these people are now guarding the community dubbed the Lincoln.
See that? See that? Go fight for your community. Go fight for your country. Go get armed up. Use all that energy that you taking to come across the border and go fight for your community and go fight for your country. Imagine black men in Africa trying to fight for African soil. Imagine black men in Europe trying to fight for a community we got in Europe, knowing damn well we Americans. We supposed to be in the Americans on American soil. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. And nobody wanna say that. You wanna wave a Puerto Rican flag, take that shit to Puerto Rico. You wanna wave a Haitian flag, take it to Haiti. You wanna wave a Jamaican flag, take it to Jamaica. This is America right here. This ain't what you thought it was, homie. This ain't that. This is America right here. And guess what? You're gonna wave an American flag in America. You wanna wave an African flag, homie? Take that shit to Ghana. Take it to Johannesburg and all that. Now, we gonna talk about something. We gonna make a left-hand turn right here. I want y'all to know something. We on the interstate. Right now, we doing about 120. Put your seatbelt on. Buckle up. It's about to get deep right here. Big salute to the chat. I want y'all to hear something. Listen to this.
Slave owners raped, beat, humiliated, mutilated, murdered, and cannibalized their slaves. Accurate history is teaching that George Washington's false teeth were made out of his slaves' teeth. Accurate history is teaching that Abraham Lincoln may have said some words and signed some shit, but he did not physically do anything to free the slaves. The white abolitionists also often get almost total credit for freeing the slaves. I bet you've never even asked yourself what the slaves were doing to free themselves, and the answer to that is most of the fucking work, including giving the ultimatum of war. But then we get a bunch of white people mad that their kids might feel guilty if we teach real history. It's not about your white child's feelings. Teaching accurate history isn't about white people's feelings, but that does sound like something that someone who's only ever been taught a white glorifying version of history would counter with. Ask why we ever felt like we needed to curate a false version of what white people did and did not do to black people to begin with, and then ask yourself why white-ass politicians are verbally attacking real history by calling it slurs, which is, by default, also the act of calling black people slurs. Hi.
Ooh-wee. Now I want to say something before we get into this. I want to say something before I talk about this. That's an amazing, that dog fur right there was bouncing all. Oh, I want you to look and see, and I want you to pay attention to the bounce. When I tell you that Sassoon shampoo and them Newport 100 smoked straight to the dog fur, oh, that dog fur was bouncing like Lassie. You know, the way that dog fur was bouncing, it reminded me of Lassie. Do you remember the Lassie? Lassie! Lassie! Do you remember the show Lassie? That dog, hold on, what? Now she telling the truth now. She talking the truth. But I needed to talk about that strand of dog fur. Lassie! Now, I'm going to tell you something. White people, Caucasian people, you are the official first immigrants to walk on American soil. The Vikings, immigrants, white people, European people, Spaniards, Vikings, Neanderthals. You guys are the first immigrants to walk on American soil. Now, I appreciate what you said, and I'm going to play it back because what you said, ma'am, with that dog fur, you know, you was talking the truth, and you got to know something. It's a lot of white people that are just sick and fucking tired of the lies. They are sick and tired of the false narrative. And they are speaking out against their counterparts. They are speaking out against their own people. And I know that Make America Great Again. I know y'all wanna deport all of the illegal immigrants. But what I'm here to tell you as a foundational black American, what I'm here to tell you as somebody that's indigenous to this land, if you really wanna deport all the illegal immigrants, you really need to start with your people. White people, Caucasian people. Y'all have a land. Y'all have a country. Y'all have an area on this planet where you came from. It is called Europe. It is called Spain. And it is called the Caucasus Mountains. So yeah, y'all, you know, you're rounding up the Mexicans. You rounding up all of these different cultures and different people. But the one thing I have not seen is white people being arrested and white people being deported. Why is nobody on YouTube saying this? Why is nobody giving up y'all the real game? Why is nobody talking about this? I mean, I'm going to say something, Benito. That's something I'm going to talk about. I mean, you gotta slow down, homie. You gotta let the downloads download. We're gonna talk about Chinatown. We're gonna talk about how we don't see nobody raiding Chinatown out there in New York City. We don't see no Chinese people with handcuffs on. We're gonna talk about that. But right now, I'm referring to the illegal immigrants that have first walked on American soil. White people. Respectfully, y'all are not indigenous. Y'all are illegal. Y'all are immigrants. White people have forgotten that they are immigrants. Y'all came over here on boats. Do y'all not remember all of the pictures of all of the Italian and the dirty Irish people on those big ass boats coming to America? So it's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. Foundational black Americans, we don't got nothing to do with this. This is immigrant on immigrant violence. Ooh, the downloads, I can't stop them from downloading. This is immigrant on immigrant violence. These is all immigrants going to war for a land that is not their own land. And being as though you got immigrant on immigrant violence, we got to step back. We got to let the immigrants eliminate the immigrants. We got to let the immigrants arrest the immigrants. And the land is going to fall right back in our hands. White people, I'm sorry to tell you, and respectfully, salute to my Caucasian counterparts, but y'all are European. Y'all are Spaniards. Y'all are not American. Woo. Somebody forgot to tell y'all that? Did Caucasian people not get the memo that you guys are immigrants? Y'all didn't get the memo. Oh, I'm so... Oh, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. And it ain't enough whitewashing. Y'all can't erase the history. Y'all can't stop this shit. It is what it is. It's not Black History Month. It's American History Year. It's not Black History Month. It's American History Year. And what you got to understand is you can't change American history. Let's let this young lady talk. Listen to this young lady right here. Salute to her and her dog fur. Look how that, look at it bounce. Look at that bounce.
Teeth were made out of his slaves' teeth. Accurate history is teaching that Abraham Lincoln may have said some words and signed some shit, but he did not physically do anything to free the slaves. The white abolitionists also often get almost total credit for freeing the slaves. I bet you've never even asked yourself what the slaves were doing to free themselves. And the answer to that is most of the fucking work, including giving the ultimatum of war. But then we get a bunch of white people mad that their kids might feel guilty if we teach real history. It's not about your white child's feelings. Teaching accurate history isn't about white people's feelings. But that does sound like something that someone who's only ever been taught a white glorifying version of history would counter with. Ask why we ever felt like we needed to curate a false version of what white people did and did not do to black people to begin with. And then ask yourself why white-ass politicians are verbally attacking real history by calling it slurs, which is, by default, also the act of calling black people slurs.
Ooh. Now I'm going to tell you something. I don't really like, you know how I feel about that dog fur. But this young lady right here is a powerful young lady. And yes, she has a lot of truth in her. And I've run across a lot of white people that are speaking this way because they are tired of the false narrative. They are tired of the lies, bro. If y'all could just realize and admit what happened on American soil, if y'all could then pay for it, you know, reparations, hey, we gonna cash y'all out. Then as American and as white people as a whole, y'all would be able to start with a new sheet, a fresh start. But because y'all are trying to whitewash history, y'all are doing everything but taking accountability for what happened here, for what y'all stole. Y'all are crashing out, and y'all gonna continue to crash, B. Y'all are gonna continue to crash. All of these white farmers are upset and saying that they're gonna lose their farm because Donald Trump took away federal funding. Well, guess what? 9 times out of 10, your ancestors stole that farmland. Before you had it, it was a Negro farmer on that farm. And instead of his great grandkids being able to have generational wealth, you and your Caucasian counterparts stole that farm. And now you trying to say that you're going to lose it. Well, listen, the energies don't lie. How can you keep something that you stole? It don't matter if you didn't steal it. Your grandfather stole it. The children will reap the benefits and reap the sins of the fathers. The children will reap the sins of the father. White people, you are immigrants. Y'all are not indigenous. So salute to this young lady right here. And it's not just her. It's a lot of white people that rock with Grown Man Business TV, and they express to me all the time how sick and tired and disgusted they are when it comes to their history. How sick and disgusted they are when you learn what happened in slavery. So your great grandfather was quite possibly a murderer, a psychopath, a rapist, a child molester, a homosexual, a thief. And when you as a new person, a great grandchildren that I don't know him. He's my great grandfather. We never met, but he was a rapist. He was a thief. He was a psychopath. It's disgusting. These type of white people only want black people to get what they are owed so we can move forward. And I'm going to do some more talking about that. But what you think going to happen after all these immigrants are shipped and deported out of America? What you think going to happen when all of these Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and all of these immigrants, illegal immigrants, are shipped out of America? Oh, it's already happening in Florida. Let me tell you what's happening in Florida. Matter of fact, we're going to get to that. But it's already happening. It's already taking place in Florida as we speak. As we speak, homie. It's already taking place. Where these prairies and these farms and these fruit fields are not being tended to. So once y'all get rid of all of these illegal immigrants, you're going to become the slave. You're going to be the one out there picking fruit. I'm talking young, poor, white America. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, y'all thought I was just going to stand on the Mexicans? Y'all thought I was just going to stand on the Puerto Ricans? Y'all thought I was just going to step on all the illegal immigrants? No, I got to give them what they deserve. But now we talking about white people. We talking about the very people. Come on, man. It's about to get real, homie. It's about to turn to something that y'all never thought was going to happen. We're gonna get deeper into this. Big salute to the chat. I want to let another fellow Caucasian counterpart. I want to let him talk, and I'm gonna say something before I let him talk. That right there is a terrible strand of dog fur right there. That dog fur is caveman right there. That is That is giving Neanderthal, caveman, Caucasus Mountains right there. Yeah. When I see my man right here, I see Caucasus Mountains. Don't you understand this man came from the Caucasus? He came from the Caucasus Mountains. He came deep from within the Caucasus Mountain. But he got some truth in him, and he got some game in him, and I'm going to allow him to speak because, again, white people are sick and tired. And a lot of white people understand what's happening. What y'all, we're going to talk about it. But you guys are putting yourself in position for the higher ups and the elites to make poor white people crop shares, crop pickers. Big salute to the chat. Let's listen to my man from the Caucasus Mountains talk.
Slavers told themselves. There is no doubt that their lifestyles were opulent, that their clothes were the finest, that their wives were adorned in the newest pearls, the flashiest gemstones, that in the summers they could vacation to Europe and travel and see the world, that there is an opulence that appears genuine on the outside, but once you scratch it just a bit, you realize why the South was willing to burn the entire country down to keep their slavery. It's all rotten. It's rust underneath the gilding. Then once you take that top layer of paint off, there's nothing in it but a hollow soullessness. And that hollow soullessness is reflected in the way that a planter's wife looks overlong at any slave with lighter skin than his mother and wonders, is my husband the father of that child? It is in the way that the head of the household, supposedly this moral paragon, who spends all his time abusing his female slaves in one way and beating his male slaves in another, that when he leaves the home, he too is paranoid that his wife is finding satisfaction with someone that isn't him. It's fear, rank fear, that the poor whites in the community would one day realize that the reason they are impoverished is that all of the unskilled labor, and by the 1850s, a large portion of the skilled labor, is being done by those who are owned instead of those who are free. That rather than compete with their peers of multiple ethnic backgrounds for jobs and their merit would guide them, instead, that poor white man must understand that his job must be sacrificed on the altar of slavery. And if he figures that out, he might set the system on fire. It is the understanding, persistent above all others, that there is no liquid cash to spend. There is wealth, plentiful wealth, but that wealth is tied up in land, in human bodies, in the manor, in the tools, in the cotton, but not tied up in money. And so the liquid cash, the capital that these planters would spend on their lavish vacations, fine suits, and the best cigars, are taken out on loans, asset-backed loans, where their house is the collateral, where their slaves are the collateral, where their land is the collateral. That if the system changes, or God forbid the system ends, their wealth and prominence dies with it. And so they concoct lies. First, lies that they tell themselves, that of course that child with lighter skin doesn't look like my husband, even when he does. Of course my wife, who looks overlong at one of the house servants, doesn't mean anything by that, because she can't. Of course the white men in my employ love me, respect me, value me, because they must. Of course the slaves are happy here and wouldn't rip us apart if given the opportunity for all the pain we visited on them, because they must be. And so when it is Abraham Lincoln who ascends to the presidency, he is the tyrant for the South. He is here to steal your property and take your business and your home, not because he is, but because he must be. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, hit the button so the algorithm brings you back. See you next time.
Now, I want to say something, man. That was powerful. That's why I let it play all the way through. Don't ever get it confused, because I like to crack jokes and I like to speak a certain truth. You know, I say counterpart for a reason. My Caucasian counterparts for a reason. You understand what I'm saying? That was a grown man talk right there. And that is what I'm talking about when I say you are deporting. See, let me make sure this don't go over your head and under your bridge. The racism and the prejudice is what is going to destroy you. The same thing with the Latinos, the Mexicans, and everybody else that has racist and underlying prejudice for foundational Black Americans. That is why you are now being deported, because you thought that it has something to do with us and it has everything to do with you. It's the same thing with certain white people, right? These white people are happy. Deport the illegal immigrants. We want all of them out of America. Make America great again. But not understanding that the higher ups and the elites are tired of all of these poor white people using government assistance, getting food stamps, getting Medicare, getting free housing. The higher ups and the elites in the government understand that the majority of the people getting these government assistances are poor white people, and not understanding that this is classism. The higher ups and the elites don't rock with you because you white. They don't rock with you because you are on a lower class level than them. You are poor white trailer park. That's what they look at you as. So you understand what I'm saying? They don't rock with y'all like that. And what they understand is, if we deport all of these illegal immigrants, now there is no reason for you to be on food stamps. Get your ass up and go work in the warehouse. Get your ass up and go work in the field. Go out there and pluck oranges, pluck grapes, pluck the fruit that we eat. And this is what most white people did not see coming. Y'all so busy being racist and being prejudiced and saying, make America great again, get the immigrants out. You're not understanding that there will be no more food stamps for you because you should be going to get a job. Oh yeah, I don't know if y'all understood that. I don't know if y'all believe or know that, but majority of people on government assistance are Caucasian people, respectfully. It's way more Caucasian people. It's way more. That's why they are the majority. That's why they call themselves the majority, because it's way more of them. In Florida, let me tell you what's happening in Florida, right? In Florida, they have deported all of the illegal immigrants. So there are a lot of construction jobs out there. There are a lot of jobs where, Florida is known for oranges. It's known for fruit. It's known for strawberries. It's known for watermelon. Florida has a tropical environment that produces a lot of America's fruit. And the majority of that fruit was being picked by illegal immigrants. People that don't mind sleeping out there in the field. They make tents out there. That shit is a dangerous and a strenuous job. It is not easy going out there in the field and picking fruit all day. But those Mexicans, those Colombians, those Dominicans, them people that come over here on banana boats, they do that shit for $5 an hour. Now that those people have been sent out of Florida, who do you think is going to be put in position to go work those jobs? I surely don't think black people not doing that, right? It ain't going to be too many niggas out there picking oranges, picking fruit. We done already did that. It's going to be a lot of white people forced to replace these jobs. See, y'all want the illegal immigrants gone, but now y'all got to take those jobs. Now y'all got to go out there and do back-breaking work, strenuous work. And I'm going to tell you something. Either y'all going to do the work or y'all going to beg for those illegal immigrants to be sent back to America. This is immigrant on immigrant violence we are watching as black people. This shit got nothing to do with us. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's really look at this. Let's really look at this. Now I wanna show you some more now. I wanna show some more, and we gonna look at this. Because when it's time to stand on business, this what y'all gonna look like. This was going to happen when it's ready, and it's already happening right now. Right now. You think it's going to be Asian people in them fields picking them grapes and all that? Nah. All of the, and we're going to talk about that after this clip, because you got to think to yourself, all of the Chinese and Asian and Japanese people that walked across that border, hundreds of thousands, if not millions of Chinese people came into America, and we ain't seen one have handcuffs on. We ain't seen one Chinese person being deported. We ain't seen no Chinese kids crying, no Asian kids crying about deportation. That's what we gonna end on. You ever been to jail? How many Chinese people you ever seen in jail? I ain't never seen one, homie. How many Asian or Chinese people you ever seen locked up on Rikers Island or locked up in the prison system? We don't see them. They don't, I'm gonna tell you, boy, you ain't gonna hear this nowhere else. So Caucasian people, my white counterparts, big salute to the chat, man. Hit the like button, man. We need 200 likes in here.
I look like absolute hell. But I wanted to come on here and say that my heart is literally breaking for our country and for the people in it. I just had to walk out of a restaurant because she stood there trying to tell me that everything happening was the fault of Joe Biden. This person, and I'm not going to name him, this person who talks about God all the time, goes to church regularly, and vote. If you're clean and you know it,
Let me fix that up. You know how they like to play with the chat. You know how they like to play with the numbers. You know what I mean? Let me fix this up real quick. That was crazy. I don't know what just happened. That was ill right there. Big salute to the chat. But you know, right? I want to move. I don't want this lady, because you know this lady was crying a whole lot, right? But I want to play something else before we get to the Asians. You know, and I want you to see, you know what I'm saying? This is this lady right here, you know what I'm saying? She was crying real bad. You know, but you got to understand something, man. We are numb to your tears. You might want to suck it up. You might want to stand on business, because what you got to understand is, for a long time, y'all been reaping the benefits of the American dream. Y'all dried it out. Y'all sucked it dry. Y'all really depleted the American dream. And now you are reaping the benefits of what you sold. This same woman guaranteed rocks with Donald Trump. But now that those races and those prejudice thoughts and them prejudice agendas are working against you, now you want to cry for help. That ain't how it work, man. Big salute to the chat. Now I want to show you something. You know, I want to show you something, because I want to let before we get to this next angle, I want to let y'all know that the world has to acknowledge what European and Caucasian people have brought to the world. And what you need to know is that as soon as it get bad, as soon as it get rough, as soon as the you know, the higher ups in the elites, or the agenda or the narrative is not working for them, they flee. And when they flee, white people, they are looking for a land to steal. Spaniards, Europe, Christopher Columbus, those people left the establishment that they wasn't really able to thrive in, and they came to America to steal land. This is a behavior that's been passed on from generation to generation to generation. Now, I want to show y'all something. I don't really like this strand of this dog fur, but those eyes remind me of Lassie. Let me show you. Right here, look at that. I don't really like the strand right there, but those eyes. Before I let her talk, I want you to understand something, man. Neanderthal DNA is, it's like 4% animal DNA. It's like dog, it's like pig, it got a little bit of chicken. I'm not making this up, right? And it's something about white people eyes. It's like dog color eyes. Like they eyes, if you ever looked in the eyes of a dog or an animal, they have like they have the same type of eyes. And what I want you to understand is that they are captivating eyes, right? These eyes will lure you in. That's how they got us. That's how they got the Indians. That's how they got the native people, the indigenous people of America. It's like they look in your eyes and they say, hey, man, we got some blankets for you. Imagine these eyes telling you, we got some blankets for you. Would you like to have these blankets? Oh, they're going to keep you warm. They're going to keep you warm through the winter. You probably going to take the blankets. She got the eyes like Lassie and all that. I'm talking like turquoise and shit, like turquoise green. The whole time, the blankets got the goddamn apocalypse mumps in it. The blankets got a disease. The apocalypse is in the blankets. And they gonna give you the blanket and your children and your mama and your grandmama, and all because you was so deep into those eyes. See, I don't like the dog fur. I'm not attracted to it. So I can't, but I can understand how your black ass might look into them eyes and get lost. Lose your land. Lose your family. Lose your life. Looking into them that dog fur stank. Yeah, man, look at bitch. Look at that lady eyes right. Look. Shit. That dog fur you get the brushing that dog fur the right way, puckering up those turquoise green eyes, and a black man liable to fall directly into your goddamn lap. Not grown man business TV though. I don't like the dog fur, but I'm just saying this young lady with her skin regimen, she making sure that she making sure that listen to me. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. I'm gonna let her talk. But them goddamn eyes, baby, you got to close your motherfucking eyes around me, ho. Don't you open your goddamn eyes around me. Let's let her talk. Go ahead and say what you got to say, ma'am. I'm gonna let you go ahead. I ain't keep you in the camera too long.
And I just want to hear from someone who's done it. Where did you go? How did you decide that's where you're going? How did you get a visa? Do all of that?
After finding $3,000 in
Lord Jesus, God, I'm gonna have to get. Listen, I ain't spend no money on that. Hold on, real quick. I want y'all to rock in with it. Hold on, real quick.
If there was some States, and I just want to hear from someone very, very seriously starting to consider leaving the United States, and I just want to hear from someone who's done it. Where did you go? How did you decide that's where you're going? How did you get a visa? Do all of that? I'm definitely researching on my own, but if there was someone I could connect with who's done this before. Like, I just would love to utilize you as a resource, and yeah, if we can help one another, please.
Now I'm gonna say this to you. I'm the wrong one, but I'm sure we can learn how to help one another. That's the problem, see? They tuck your ass in. You got to have discernment and discipline. Cause those eyes. Now, I want to point to something she was talking about. She said she's wanting to leave America. She's wanting to find foreign land to go to. And what you got to understand is you don't just want to let white people start coming to your land, living, taking, stealing. You don't want to just let these white women like this white woman right here with those eyes come to your land. Cause somebody, she gonna take somebody husband, somebody man. This is what they do. So you need to be aware that right now in America is immigrant on immigrant violence going on. And a lot of white people is looking to leave. And let me give you some examples. St. Johannesburg out there in Africa. It's white people that are saying that Africans are still in their land. Well, how, first off, ain't no such thing as white Africans. You know, I'm telling you, you let white people come to your land, all of a sudden it's a white Jamaican. Bitch, you can't be white and Jamaican. You a white Jamaican. Okay. They done took the dog fur. They done start dreading the dog fur up, putting honey in it, putting wax all in the dog fur, twisting it up. And then look at your Arguan. I'm a white Jamaican boy. No, what? You a Jamaican, huh? What? Bomble-clad Wangwan. You done put all that goddamn beeswax in the dog fur and start twisting it up, and you gonna tell me you a Jamaican? See, I'm telling you, you don't want them coming to you. The lady says she thinking about flying and leaving America. White people are about to do a white, they about to run. Agwan. You can't, nah, homie. So you a white African. So you got white people in Africa telling me that the Africans are still in your land. You talking about the same way y'all stole our land, right? The same way? Oh. Well, why was that happening? Well, I'm a white African. So you a European African. Come on, man. Come on, man. You got a better chance being a transsexual and telling me that you a woman when you a man, man. You a white African? And y'all let this shit ride out there in Jamaica and Africa. Agwan. And he white than the motherfucker. Come on, man. Informer. Y'all don't remember the song Informer? Informer. You get your boom boom down. That's a white man. You don't understand what I'm saying to you? Informer. To get your boom boom down. That's a white man. That's a white Jamaican. That's a European Jamaican. Y'all gonna have to get this shit together. White people, I'm gonna get off of y'all. Y'all are immigrants in America. And if you go to Jamaica, you are a goddamn immigrant in Jamaica. And if you go to Africa, you are an immigrant on African soil. White people, you are the first immigrants. You belong in the Caucasus Mountains. You belong in Europe, in Spain. You are a Spaniard. I will no longer allow you to tell me you are American. I will no longer allow you to tell me you are Jamaican. White people, I'm talking to you. You got a motherfucking Elon Musk is telling me he African. Hold on real quick, man. This man right here, man. Hold on real quick, man. What the fuck? You understand me? This man right here told me he's an African right here. This man right here. He said he's an African. This man right here is a, look, he's an African. Look. Look at this shit. Look. Look. Elon Musk's body ain't seen the sun. Elon Musk was born on Pluto. Yo, Elon Musk an alien, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way. Elon Musk, that's an alien, man. Elon Musk was born on Pluto, the furthest from the sun, bro. Elon Musk was born on the planet the furthest from the sun. He was born on Pluto. This motherfucker built like Shamar. Y'all know Shamar? Do you know who? Y'all know who Shamar? I can't even think of the song. Y'all know who Shamar is? Y'all like Shamar? This motherfucker built. That nigga built like shit. Look at this nigga. That nigga's an alien. Look. That man is built like Shamar, man. He talking about goddamn, come on, man. Show him, baby girl, everything all right? How's work? Beautiful. But he African. He a white African. So my point is this. Y'all ain't gonna be able to keep running all around the goddamn globe, stealing identities, telling us that your ass is African, and we know you're a European, the Caucasus Mountains. You a German, you a Viking, you a Irishman. Hey man, that motherfucker white, man. Boy, that boy is white as white can get, man. This motherfucker white, man. This motherfucker, hey, bro. This motherfucker is white, man. Look at this body, man. Hey, bro, listen to me. Elon Musk an alien, man. That motherfucker was not born on Earth, man. That man is an alien, bro. But Elon Musk an African. That man is an alien, bro. Now, I want to end with this. Big salute to the chat. I want to end with this. At the end of the day, right? The meek will inherit the earth, bro. No stone will be unturned. Foundational Black Americans, this is our time to sit back and watch. The only thing we need to be pressing for is reparations. Reparations. We already ready for war. If you come to our community, we done already showed y'all we will take you to war and we will protect our community. So that ain't even a question. We ain't got to waste a lot of time on that. Right now, they are finding trillions and trillions of dollars. And I'm going to do a whole nother live stream on this. We going to double back. So make sure you hit the like, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you are in tune to the Realest on YouTube. But you need to understand this. They are finding trillions and trillions of dollars. Fraudulent dollars. Trillions, bro. Mishandled money. Mishandled taxpayers' money. And what they want you to do is talk about Big Meech. They want you to talk about even Ohio. They want us really talking about, Ohio and Nazis, mass deportation. The last thing they want us to talk about is that money. And that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about that money that they are finding. Every time we ask for reparations and they say we don't got it in the budget, we can't afford it as American people. Well, You know, we done found almost $3 trillion with Elon Musk and Donald Trump. Yeah, Elon Musk is an alien. You understand what I'm saying? But if it's used the right way, we can debunk the whole fucking government. And that's what it's looking like. That's what it's looking like. So I want you to keep it in front of your mental Rolodex that the main objective, the main topic, the main issue is what y'all gonna do once y'all officially have found these trillions of dollars. Because first they gotta find it. They found it already. Now they gotta run it through the Supreme Court and all that. And once they run it through the Supreme Court and all that, now we start figuring out how you gonna distribute the money. Where is it going? And over here at Grown Man Business TV, we gonna talk about that. We gonna address that. Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. We not gonna stop. Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm not gonna stop, homie. Yeah, we gonna have some fun. We gonna talk about, you know, what's going on in the media and what's going on with Big Meech and all that, because that is what's stimulating the algorithm right now. But as you can see, we're going to stimulate the algorithm regardless. We're going to throw up numbers regardless, homie. And it's nothing they could do to stop this. I don't want to waste, you know, you don't ever want to cram everything in at one time. We're going to talk about this money. We're going to talk about the trillions of dollars. When it comes to China, they've been telling us for years that we are in debt to China $1 trillion. And then Donald Trump and Elon Musk fined $3 trillion in fraudulent government funding. Man, it's some big shit on the table right now, homie. That means we done found $3 trillion in government funding. That means we not going to be in debt to China no more. That means we about to separate. All that China, we not in debt, nigga. We about to get out of that. All that land that China is buying up in America is about to get divided up to Americans. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Make sure you hit the like button because we're going to do a whole live stream on that. I'm not even going, we're not going to do, yeah, we're going to double back and we're going to do a whole live stream directly on that. Yeah, it's about to turn up, homie. It's really getting real out here. It's really getting real, B. So before we got into that, right? Before we really dig into this, to what's really going on, I just needed to address the immigrants in America. All right? I done went down the line, you know, Mexicans, Latinos, Haitians, Jamaicans, Chinese people, you know, Ukrainian people, Muslim, whatever, Jewish, whatever you is, African. You gotta start making a decision. Are y'all willing to go through what black people went through to have the same stature and the same respect? And the same, yeah, y'all don't get to stand on this. Nah, homie. You know what our ancestors went through for this land? Our ancestors went through the exact shit that y'all don't want to go through. We fought for this land. We died for this land. We killed for this land. We did everything to build this shit up, and we built it. You think? Let me tell you something. You think the streets was like this when we got here? You think the land looked like this? No, it looked like New Mexico. It looked like Mexico. We had to cultivate and farm the land. That's what we did. And I want to say this too, because I seen this in the chat earlier. Yo, how did was black people always here? How did y'all? No, homie, let me tell you something. Before during the Ice Age, the Big Freeze, that Barren's Plain, we crossed it. That Barren's Plain, we crossed that. You know, that same plane, that same sheet of ice that a lot of y'all was scared to come across because them big ass bears and all that was over there. We migrated west. And then when the ice melted, we was on our land. It's that simple. A very small percentage of Africans actually made it to America. Those boats didn't have engines on them, homie. Them shits was sailboats. They were sailboats. They was sailing in the terrain, and the water was so rough, they would have to make a beeline to Jamaica. That's why Jamaica is full of Africans. That's why y'all have an accent like that in Jamaica, because y'all are actually African. Descendants, real descendants. Haiti. These was breeding grounds. So this is what they was doing. And I want to give y'all some game. This is what they was doing. They went to Africa. They had a boat full of people, right? A lot of the people died on the way from Africa to the Americas, right? So they was throwing people over. By the time they couldn't get to the Americas, right? So they had to come down, right, and around. So they had to come down to Jamaica. They had to come down to Haiti. They had to come down to South America, right? And by the time they got to Jamaica and Haiti, bro, you know, a lot of the livestock, a lot of the Africans was dead already. So what they did is they started breeding grounds in Haiti. And they started breeding grounds in Jamaica. So they would stop in Haiti. They would stop in Jamaica. They would let people get off the boat. They would start breeding them. Mothers, sons, they didn't give a fuck. Y'all having sex. Y'all gonna have babies. And then they would come up to the Americas. So Africa and Haiti was nothing but breeding grounds. My point of saying that is the majority of the millions and millions and millions and millions of people, black people that was in America, were not slaves. We were POWs. We was already over here. The permafrost, the barrens, the ice, we crossed that. So when how did you guys come over here? It was all one land. It wasn't even Africa. This shit was a big ass land. But even the Americas was separate from what you would call the African continent. But that ice, you know, they thought it was all one thing. They thought it was all one land because that ice was so thick that it just looked like it was all one land. But when that ice melted, it showed y'all, oh shit, this ain't the same, homie. They not like us. Don't ever get the American tribes confused with Africans, homie. We are not that. All right? Whew. Whew. Oh yeah, we talking. We talk. Cause you be in the chat, using your Twitter fingers and all that, like I don't see what's going on. Oh, I see what's going on. I'll get to it when I get to it. How did you guys get over here? I mean, come on, homie. Use your mind, bro. The boats didn't even have engines on them. So you telling me they got boats? Let me show y'all something, man. Let me show y'all something. We just vibing right now. Let me show y'all niggas something. Let me show y'all something. Y'all gonna love this. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me they had boats? They they put 1,000 people on a single wooden boat, a boat with made of wood, a sailboat. Come on, man. Use your mind, bruh. Let me show y'all something, man. Look at this. These are white people, immigrants coming to America. Immigrants, white people. White people, look. 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 Come on, man. You can't be real, homie. They ain't found the slave ship y'all was talking. You ain't never seen the slave ship in your life, homie. They can find bones from dinosaurs that are 30,000 years old, but we ain't never seen the whole slave ship rebuilt. Yo, this was the slave ship that come on, son. You can't call it what it is. We gotta talk the truth. And again, my message is this what it's gonna be. If y'all really want what y'all really want to be able to call yourself indigenous, you really want to stand on your land, you gotta go to war about it. And Mexicans, y'all scared of the Mexican cartel. Y'all don't want to go to war with the Mexican cartel. Y'all don't want to go to war with the Mexican mafia. Jamaicans, Haitians, y'all scared of the Jamaicans and Haitians over there. Y'all don't want to go to war with them for your land. Puerto Rico, y'all don't want to, y'all rather be over here where we built this shit and get up under white people and think the white people rock with y'all. Man, I can't make this up, man. This is not something I can make up, eh? This is pure facts. Pure facts. We got pictures of all of y'all coming here on boats except for FBA people. We got pictures and evidence of everybody coming to America on boats except for FBA foundational Black Americans. You heard me? Where the look, look, yeah, was on a banana boat, and yeah, was leaving Puerto Rico, and yeah, was leaving Colombia, and yeah, was over on a banana boat coming. Look, 400 illegal, 400 of you motherfuckers on a banana boat. Oh, everywhere. All right? Exactly. The audacity of these motherfuckers, be. That I got to come up here and I got to say this because nobody want to say it. I got to show this because nobody want to show it. This shit is it's the realest that you gonna see, B. It's the realest. There's no way around it. Big salute to the chat. Big salute to the chat, baby. You are here. This is FBA business. This is foundational Black American business. You gonna stand on it. We gonna make you get down and lay down. And if you lay down, you gonna stay down. You gonna stay down, homie. We don't play no games with this. Now I'm gonna end with this. This is gonna be the finale, right? I asked y'all earlier, have y'all ever seen Asians in jail? Asians in prison, right? They make up a decent portion of the population. And I seen in the chat, cause I know y'all didn't think I was looking, but some people said, yo, you see a couple of them in the feds. Not many though, but you might see one or two. You might see one here, one there. You know, every now and then you might see one. Well, I never saw one because that's how few they are in jail. But we all know that Chinamen commit crimes in America, right? We all know that in Chinatown, it's a lot of gambling. It's a lot of drug. Chinatown in New York City, it's a lot of gambling. It's a lot of drugs. It's a lot of prostitution. You know, you can go to one of these, these Chinese or these Asian massage parlors, and you can get a quickie to go. What they call it, y'all, a happy ending. You can get a happy ending. But for some reason, We don't see no Asians and no Chinamen and nobody in jail. And we don't see the same thing with deportation. We don't see no Chinese people in jail, in handcuffs, being deported. Why is that? Oof. Oof. I mean, I know. You already know Grown Man Business TV. If I'm speaking on it, then I got the game on it. But I'm just asking you, why is that? How is that possible? With all the death, with all the crime, with all the destruction in the Chinese community, how is it not possible that we have not seen any deportation of illegal Chinamen? I mean, y'all saw the videos on CNN and all that, right? Y'all saw Chinamen, illegal Chinamen crossing the border, right? Y'all saw that, right? No, it gets deeper than that. I'm gonna tell you, let's just get right into it. Joe Biden and Kamala Dick Harris paid to China. They paid the Asian community $27.6 billion when Joe Biden got into office. When Joe Biden got into office, the first thing that Kamala Harris did was sign papers to pay the Asian community $27.6 billion. The same money they say they ain't got for blacks, they can't fit in the budget, they can't do this and they can't do that. They paid the Asian community. So if you notice, right, you don't hear no Asians. It's quiet. Oh, y'all thought I ain't see y'all? Oh, ain't nobody talking about this. You thought Grown Man Business TV ain't see that? It's quiet right now with the Asians. They ain't said a word. You think mass deportation don't apply to Asians? They ain't said a word because they have been paid off already. So the same black woman that says she not going to do anything specifically for black people is the same black woman that helped pay them Asians $27.6 billion. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's real. It's real. The Asian community are our opposition on American soil. Those are the enemy that live on American soil. We ain't seen one speech. We ain't seen one. Do y'all remember Asian hate? Do y'all remember when the Asian hate narrative was being pushed? How many Asian people was out here talking to us, talking in the news, talking in the media? The Asian community is absolutely quiet because a large portion of that money that Elon Musk and Donald Trump have found, fraudulent money, been going to China. Woo! Oh, yeah. I ain't gonna give y'all too much. We're gonna talk about that. Trillions of fucking dollars, our tax-paying dollars, been going to the Asian community and been going to China. So how about this? Let me say this to all you Mexicans, to all the Latinos, to all the Colombians and all the Dominicanos that are being deported. How about instead of talking about foundational black Americans, how about y'all start asking why ain't no Chinamen being deported? Why ain't no Chinese people in these deportation tanks? Why we don't see no Chinamen with handcuffs on? That's what y'all should be saying. Instead of talking about foundational black Americans, we need that money. We don't give a goddamn what you talking about. Where the reparations at? Yeah. We ain't seen a Russian. We ain't seen a Ukrainian. We ain't seen a Jew. We ain't seen none of y'all with handcuffs on. And it take for a grown man like me to say it. Why it take for a black man to say this? Why y'all ain't saying this? Why you Latinos ain't saying this? I ain't seen nothing on the news, homie. Where they at? Where the Chinese deportation lines? Where's the videos of ISIS going into the Chinese community and going in their schools and all that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that felt good, baby. Oh, that felt so fucking good. It feels so good when I could just give you the pure dope. And I ain't gotta step on it. And I ain't gotta bullshit around it. And I could tell you what it is and what it ain't. So again, don't worry about if we deserve reparations or not. Don't worry about what foundational black Americans got going on. That ain't none of your goddamn business. Mind your business. Yeah, in America, we teach our youngins to mind your business. Mind the business that pay you. You understand me? Ask them people why you ain't seen a Ukrainian, why you ain't seen a Russian, and why you ain't seen a Chinaman. Didn't we give the Ukraine $700 billion? That's a lot of money they finding too. You remember when Joe Biden came on and he said, we're going to give the Ukrainian government $380 billion. And everybody in America was saying, well, God damn, that's a lot of money. We ain't seen a mall. We ain't seen a apartment complex. We ain't seen a house. We ain't seen a hospital. We don't know what they did with damn near $500 billion of our dollars. And y'all worried about what the black, come on, baby. Get out our goddamn business. Salute to Donald Trump and Elon Musk for standing on that business. He ain't said we ain't seen a hospital. We don't know what y'all did with the goddamn money. $500 billion could have been given to the black community for reparations and all that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all got the right one. Listen, the revolution will be televised. Y'all got the right one. The right one, homie. Oh yeah, that was amazing right there. Big salute to the chat. So listen, man, I got some things I gotta handle. I got some runs I gotta make. You know, you gotta know something, man. It's my duty to bring this to y'all. It's my duty to give y'all this game. It's nobody on YouTube in this lane and gonna be able to articulate themselves in this manner, homie. I am a war general for FBA business. I am a war general for FBA authority. And every time y'all try to point the finger at me, I'ma point 100 fingers back at you, homie. You try to throw a rock at me, I'ma throw 1,000 rocks back at you because it's nasty work what y'all got going on American soil. It's nasty. Mass deportation is happening right before our eyes. But I ain't seen a Chinaman. They real quiet. Yeah, that $27.6 billion got the Asian community real fucking quiet right now. Don't say a word. We not gonna deport y'all. We done gave y'all too much money. Don't shh. So listen, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. We gonna definitely lock in. I'm going live again tonight, and we gonna have fun. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about Big Meech. I know a lot of y'all in the DMs and a lot of y'all is tuned in, and y'all want me to speak more about Big Meech. Well, we gonna have some talk about Big Meech. You know what I'm saying? We gonna talk about 50. You know, I gotta salute 50 for stepping on that narrative. I don't know. You know, no matter how he got to it, no matter what made him do it. We not about to let no ex-drug kingpin come out here and manipulate the culture and manipulate the youngins. So we gonna talk about that tonight. You know what I'm saying? As far as the illegal immigrants, y'all might want to go back to y'all country, man, and stand on business. Until y'all do that, I don't give a fuck what you do on American soil. This is American soil. Foundational black Americans built, we cropped, we cultivated the land, we built the buildings, we built the infrastructure, we did all our inventions are what's making America a first world country. Everything we invented is the reason why y'all want to come over here. So it's no way, shape, form, or fashion we not going to recognize that and we not going to respect that. If you going to be over here, we going to start stepping on them flags and all that. Take that shit back to your country. If that's what you want to wave that flag, but not just for y'all Caucasian people. Y'all are the first immigrants. Y'all are the first illegal fucking immigrants in America. And the things that y'all are doing to all these different cultures, the things that y'all are doing is going to put y'all in position to have to do the work. White people, y'all done got rid of all the illegal immigrants. Are you ready to get off welfare? Are you ready to get off food stamps? And are you ready to go outside in that hot summer heat and go to work? You ain't even supposed to be in Florida and all that. It's too goddamn hot. Y'all ain't even supposed. It's too hot. Y'all get sunburned. The people that don't get sunburned, y'all done deported them. Yeah, I'ma find it. I'ma come back with that, Christopher. Salute to you. Yeah. You need to know. And again, when he said that, all of these all these different cultures, they didn't even want to hear it. They'd act like he never said it. They think that MAGA and all that shit is a fight against FBA. Nah, homie. That's a fight against y'all. That's a fight against that's a fight against illegal immigrants. That's what that is. That ain't have nothing to do with us. They passed them laws for y'all. And now we watching it happen. Now we seeing it happen. Yeah, he said it out his own mouth, B. We built this country. And now they finding trillions of dollars, fraudulent money. You think? And I don't know, but we gonna press that. Yeah, Donald Trump, we rocking with you, but don't forget the real point of this. And yeah, my year 21, I appreciate that membership. I don't want you to think I ain't see you. Red pill, blue pill, yeah. So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. Tap in or you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest that you tap in. Listen, I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing and we not dressing nothing up. I'm going to give you that straight, raw, dope, pure. Straight off the bricks into the bottle. That's how we do it over here. No baking soda, no quinine, no fentanyl. We not cutting this dope with nothing. We not going to cut it with nothing. I'm going to get the brick. I'm going to chip the dope and put it right in the bottle. If you are an immigrant on this land, you need to hold up the most respect to foundational Black Americans. Until then, you are at risk at being sent back to your homeland. And I don't think that's such a bad idea. I don't know why y'all cry so much about going back to your homeland, but in America, you want to wave the flag of your homeland. You want me to know you Puerto Rican, but when it's time to deport your ass back to Puerto Rico, now it's a hate crime and you're crying and all that. You wanna run, you wanna wave a Mexican flag in America, but when it's time to send your ass back to Mexico, now it's a problem and all that. Make it make sense. Make it make sense, man. And white people, man, I don't know if y'all forgot. I don't know if y'all believe the hype. I don't know, man. It's like y'all believe the lies. It's like y'all don't want to see reality. White people are immigrants. You are European. You are not over here. You do not belong over here. Caucasian people, y'all are from the Caucasus Mountains. Where do you think Caucasian come from? I don't understand this shit. And it gets to the point where it's like, man, is anybody gonna say this? I can't keep eating fast food. I need something that's real. I need something that's real. The name is Caucasian. Caucasus Mountain, Caucasian. You are an immigrant to American soil, baby. You are not, this is not your land. This is not who you are. You are a Spaniard. The Spanish. Spanish is not a language. I speak Spanish. You can't speak fucking Spanish. You understand what I'm saying to you? You can't speak Spanish, man. You are a fucking Spaniard. You are European. You are from the Caucasus Mountains. Yeah, that melanin, man. That melanin worth more than gold, baby. Platinum. You see how that melanin glowing in the, you see how that melanin glow, man? I know it. So when you get to talking about immigrants and deportation in America, you need to put yourself in that category. Stop trying to, us Americans need to work together. You are not an American. You are a European American. See? Irish. You are not American like that. We are Americans. So listen, man. You already know what time it is. Make sure your notification bells are ringing. I'm going live tonight. We tapping back in later tonight, and we going to go live. Probably about like 9:30, 10 o'clock. We going live. We not stopping. Make sure you got that notification bell ringing. Make sure you have hit the subscribe button. You understand me? Salute. Appreciate that. Yeah. I'm just a descendant of the indigenous people of America. They speak through me. They speak through me, homie. I can't control this. I'm passionate about this. We gonna start stepping on them flags, y'all. That's treasonous. That's treason activity to wave those flags of a foreign land on American soil. And it's gonna turn up, homie. That shit gonna turn into something. Big salute to the chat. We doubling back. And we gonna definitely talk probably tomorrow about Donald Trump and that money. Tonight we probably have some more fun with Big Meech. All right? So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. You feel what I'm saying? Now listen, man. You can tap in, you can tap out. But you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.